New management moderator. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're streaming from. You're all welcome to my live today. My name is Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. As you're joining, you're welcome. Let's see, Kokoromak, Dodo, you're welcome. The cute tea Afro Bib, you're welcome. Mommy Jenny, you're welcome. Viral Faye, you're welcome. Mrs. Micro, you're welcome. T Gold, you're all welcome. Hydra Sherry, please let's share the video. We're going to start. Before we kick start on this live, let me share from here. What we do on this live is that we teach how to braid. Yes, I'm going to be teaching you 6 good methods of how you can install your extension into your natural hair to braid. Wow. Damasola, you're welcome. As you're just coming, let's share the video. Like we know what to do to just bring up people so that we can start up our classes. Joycelyn, Chunyan, Donatel, Fatima, you're welcome. So I'm sharing from here as I share the video, please. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Good morning here on YouTube, here on TikTok, and here on Facebook. You're all welcome to my live this afternoon. It's afternoon here. The UK time is about 9 minutes past 12 UK time. So I don't know what the time is. That is why I'm greeting all the 3 great things: morning, afternoon, night. Whichever is yours, take it from here. Let's go ahead and share the video so that we can start our lessons. Thank you so much for joining. As you're joining, share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live. Let's kickstart. So this morning, before we start our lesson, most people will be passing. They will think, what are they doing on this live? Here we teach how to braid. What is braiding? Braiding is a creative act that we braiders, we use hair to showcase our creativity and our skills. Yes, by turning this natural hair you see, so add extension into it, it will become this. It's a creative art. As you can see, the artists use their pen, paint, and paint something out and get something from the board. The same thing it is to the braiders. We braiders, we use hair to showcase our artistic skill. So let's go ahead. Mrs. B, you're welcome. Everyone that is coming on this live, you're welcome. I really appreciate you guys. Let's share the video. The more we share the video, the more we tap the video. So before we start, I'm going to be showing us, because this class we are all friendly beginners, right? So today, somebody asked me that they don't know how to cut extension in case they come across the full extensions without being cut. So I'm going to explain that a bit, then we'll move straight into our class this morning. I'm not going to be teaching you how to pull extension today. We're only going to cut the extension. So normally when next we have our class, I'm going to teach you how you can pull the extension. So today is only the cutting. Let's say, for instance, you have a client, or you're as a beginner, you just started, you went to the shop to get extension. At the end of the day, when you got to the extension, because we have 2 types of extension. These types of extension is that one is being pre-plucked, then one is just like this. This is how it used to be before, even long time ago. Then the company, they now, due to research, reviews, and every other thing, they now notice that it's better for them to just prep the extensions and be selling it this way, which is faster if you're a braider, because by the time you get this extension that is not prep and you cut it, prep it, brush it, it will take you about 50 minutes for one packet, or 30 minutes. That 30 minutes that you use in preparing this extension before you do your braid, if you have this one that is prepped already, you could have started braiding your hair. Let's share the video, like the video. The more we like, we'll bring in more people. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Let's see if everything is working. Eh? Oh yeah, it's working. Oh, okay. This cheers goes to everybody supporting this live. I'm sharing from here as well. I've shared. Let's share and bring other people in, because this section of class, we're not going to repeat it for a while. Let's bring more people in so that they can benefit from this one now. Let's get the, go ahead, share the live. Thank you so much. So now, when you get the 2 packets of the hair, this one is already prepped already. Look at it. Nice. The reason why we prep our extension is because for us to have a good finishing end. If you don't have your extensions like this, when you're doing your braid, if it's sharp cut, it's going to unravel. When you get to the end of the braid, it's going to unravel. We don't want it to be like that. So that is the reason why companies for a very long time will be having all our braids like this. As a braider, when they bring this to you, you just go ahead and cut it and start prepping it, comb it and everything, brush it. It will take you about 30 to 45 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, because if you when you're doing your hair, you have more than one pack. It's not just one pack. So at this point, I'm going to be showing you how you can cut your extension. So maybe when we come to the class tomorrow, I'm going to show you how we can prep this extension we just cut. I don't want to waste our time today because most people, they think it's not important. It's very, very important. As a beginner that is starting to learn how to do braids, you need to know a lot of things. You need to know all this information. I'm bringing them out because so that you won't get to that point. Oh my God, I've learned how to add extensions to the braid. How do I cut this braid that somebody brought to me? Or I went to the shop to get this extension that is prepped already and it's not available. You only find this one. What are you going to do? So at this point, I'm only going to be showing you this morning how to cut this extension. Then when you come to me in the class tomorrow, the first thing we are going to do, this extension that I've shown you how to cut, we are going to prep the extension tomorrow by doing it this way. So stay tuned. Always be punctual to the class. So now, let's go ahead now. Say for instance, I know we have hairs, extensions that have been prepped before, which is this. So you go to the shop, they don't have that one. Or you want to do a style, a braid that is more lengthier than this one. What are you going to do? So this is a full pack of extension that is not prepped. And this is extension that is prepped. This is the 2 different type of extensions we have. So you notify it. This one is prepped already and they have a certain length for it. So if you want your hair longer, find out if the inches is what you want. If this inches is not what you want, you go ahead and get the inches you want. If not, you can go ahead and get this one and prep it by yourself. So let's go ahead. I'm going to be opening this at this point. If you're just joining us for the first time, good morning, ma. You're welcome, everyone. As you're coming in, share the video, like the video. We're just starting. Let's bring people in. Let's bring other people in. So now this is a full pack of extension that is not prepped. So I'm going to show you how you can cut these extensions to these sizes. I'm going to bring it out. So in case you come across it as a beginner, you just started doing hair, what you have to do with these extensions so that you will not go and waste the braid or you will not go and waste the extension. This is the length of the extension. We're using green lemon color. If it's your color today, but I'm not going to be using it to do our normal practicals. So I'm just going to show you how you can cut this extension. Let's say this is the full length of extension right in the pack. This one are not prepped. You need to learn how to do all those things. So if there's somebody comes to you now, say for instance, I want to braid my hair, but then I want it very, very long. Look at it. Can you see how some of them are even longer than this? If you want it very long like this, you don't have to cut this extension. You don't really have to cut this extension. What you have to do is that you have to just remove the rubber band there, go ahead on the tip and just prep it, which I'm going to teach you how to do that tomorrow. You're going to prep it. But then if maybe the client doesn't want it too long and they want it maybe like their shoulder, you have to cut this into 2. Cutting into 2. Let me show you. We are going to practicalize what we are doing, but I'm not going to cut all these extensions because we'll need it for next time. Let's say this is the full length of the extension. This is the full length. I'm going to take the rubber band out. For instance, a client wants to do their hair. They don't want it cut at all. They want the very, very full length of this. Let me separate this. I'm going to be keeping this aside. Let's not cut this. This is the very, very full length of the extension. Can everybody see it? Very, very full length. But at the end of the day, most people still do it and it's longer. I'm going to be sending a video how you can join hair. When you see that video, if for instance, they have this hair up to this point and the person still wants it longer so that it will be crawling on the floor, you're going to add extensions into it. But then at this point, if they don't want it too long and maybe they want it like this length, you're going to cut it into two. This is the first one. We'll do this, then we'll get into the class or our practical. This is the first length you're not going to be cutting. Share the video, like the video. Let's go ahead. Share the video. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for that. Share the video. Let's bring more people in. This is the length that we are not going to cut at all. Let's say this is the full length. Put this one aside. Let's grab another section of it. Then maybe a client wants it not too long. You're going to cut this extension into two. You know, by the time you cut this extension into two, look at it. This is my scissors. Cutting it into two like this. When you cut it into two, you know that when you're braiding, you're not going to braid it like this. When you're braiding, it's going to be like this. So this is actual length that you'll be getting. This is the actual length that you'll be getting. But when you pull it, you have like an extra two. You have, what is this one now? Sorry. When you pull this extension, look, this is the actual length that you'll be getting. But when you pull it to make the tip more, to have a good finishing end, to make the tip more sharp, it's going to increase like about 2 or 3 inches. So this is the length you'll be getting. When you braid the hair, this is the length when you're cutting this extension into two. When you cut it into two, this is the length you're going to be getting. I'm going to keep all this in because tomorrow when we come into the class, I'm going to prep it. Then we'll see the length that this one that we cut into two is giving us. Let me wrap it. So we have this one that is cut into two. We have this one that is not cut. I'm going to show you the preparation tomorrow. I'm not going to waste our time. This is the full length of the extension. This is the one cut into two. I'm going to drop it here. Then now you have another client. Let's say they bring children to you. You want to do their hair. You don't want extension to be too long. You are going to cut this hair into 4. Let me bring it up. Share this extension. This is the full length of the extension. This is the full length of the extension, as you can see it. And now you want it cut into 4. When you want it cut into 4, you are going to cut it in half first. Look at it. Half. This is cutting into 2. Then you come here. If it's into 4, you bend it again. So when you bend that into 4 again, you're going to cut it from here. That is, you've cut it into 4. That into 4, you're going to cut it. This is the length of it. But then when you want to braid your hair, because we're going to pull this hair tomorrow, the way I will explain, and I'm going to pull it tomorrow. When you pull it, this is the length it's going to be giving you, adding about 3 inches, because by the time we pull it, it's going to give us about another 3 inches. That is how the length is. That is cutting it into 4. Can everybody understand it? I'm going to wrap this one down. Then tomorrow we are going to pull it. I'll put it down. So now the last one. Most people, they want to do like feathers. They want to do like hair that is not too lengthy. You want to cut this. This one is, look at how this one is tangled. Now let's go ahead and grab some of this one. All this extension is very, before you know it is tangled. Let me grab a little bit from here, then I will sort it out later. So you're cutting into 5. Somebody will say, oh, cut my extension into 5. I don't want it too long. I just want it like feathers. This is it. All you have to do, this is the full length of it, and you want to cut it into 5. You're going to split this hair into 5. This is 1. Let's go ahead. That's 2. That's 3. That is 4. That is 5. Can everybody see it? That is the length, 5. So let me go ahead and cut one for you to make it easy. If you have what is it called, tape measurement to do it, it's easier for you as a beginner. When you measure all the tape full length, divide it into 5. But for me, you see how I just did it fast now because I don't have that time to be bringing the tape out. If you want to be on the safer side, you get your tape measurement, tape it. The length of all this extension, you want it cut into 5, you're going to cut it into 5. Let me go ahead and cut one of them. So when I cut one out of it, this is 1. I'll put it aside. Then I want another 4 because I want it like feathers. I don't want the hair to be too long. So you go ahead and do this. This is 2. Then when you cut it this way, watch, you cut it that way. After cutting it, you bend it again into this. Then you cut it. Adding the other one to it will make it 5. Will make the hair 5. Can you see it? Will make it 5, the length. So when you make it 5, when you pull this hair, the length is just going to be like this, because we're going to do, when you add another 2 inches, like when we're pulling it, we'll have extra of this. So tomorrow, before we start our class, I'm going to pull this hair. Then you see all this length I cut this in 5. I have the 4th one, and I have number 2, and I have the full length. So don't miss the class tomorrow, because we're going to pull it and know the length that we're going to get in. I don't want to waste most of our time today. Most people don't know how to cut. I'll show you now how to cut your extension in case a client bring you extension that is not prepped already, or you don't want the length of this extension because it's too long. You want to do feathers. If you want feathers, you have to cut it by yourself and make it smaller. Feathers is just that hair that you put when you braid it. It's just going to stay here, just right here on your neck, and it's going to be like a bobby style. So gradually you get into all those things. Let's put it aside. So today's lesson, we are going to be going into our full class today. This is how to cut your extension as a beginner. All these things that you have to learn. Because if you don't learn them and you don't know the calculation of how to cut it, before you know, somebody will bring extension to you, you start cutting it. When you make mistake, the mistake is done already, except you know how to join, which I have to send a video of how to join extension when you're braiding. So when I send that video, go ahead and learn it. In case the hair is short and you want to add extension into it, you go ahead and add your extension into to lengthen it more. Right, that is it for now. So tomorrow I'm going to be pulling those extensions before we start our class. Pull it, brush it, show you the length of it. Let me, all this brown hair and everything is just holding. You see colored hair, they used to get scattered very easily. So now let's go ahead and do our class. In today's class, we are going to be using a black extension, which is the one that is already prepped already. This is the size of the one that is already prepped already. So now we are going to be teaching you 6 good methods of how we can get into braiding. If you're joining my class for the first time, you're highly welcome. Very beginners friendly. Come into the class, you're going to learn a lot, even if you're not braided before. On Friday, we did the class of those that have not braided before. On Wednesday, I'm going to repeat that class. Tomorrow, I'm going to, hi everyone, Melvina, you're welcome. Tomorrow, we're going to do the preparation of that thing. Prep it, brush it first before we start our normal class. But today, on Wednesday, I'm going to be teaching you how to braid for those that doesn't know how to braid without extension. So when you know how to braid, then you now come into the class and learn how to add extensions into the braid. So now, this is what we're going to be doing today, using 6 good methods of adding extensions into our natural hair to braid, different techniques. I'm going to be showing you right here on this slide that we are. But then all we need to go ahead to start our theory, our practical is we need extension. Can you see it? Extension can be anything because the names are all different brands name. Extension, when you go to the shops now, you find that they have different type of extension. Extension is extension. Just go ahead and get your extension. So when you have the extension, we are going to be needing a crochet pin. A crochet pin is what we use in inserting the extension into the braid before we start braiding. Then we need our comb. Look at it. You need the tail comb, the one that has the tail comb. You use this to comb it and you use this to highlight it. Then another thing we need is our rubber band. Look at the rubber band. We have this tiny bit of rubber band. When I say rubber band, it's not the big one. It's just tiny bit of it. There's a lot in the pack. So now that I have shown you all the things, and we need our training head, which is the mannequin that we're going to be working with. So all this I've introduced to you now, I've shown you. So let's now go ahead and start our class this morning. So if you're here for the first time, you've not braided before, not to worry. Go ahead, watch what we're doing. Tap. Please, let's tap and share the video. I'm going to be sharing from here as well. Share the video, please, so that more people will come in. We don't have to repeat too much on this class when we're doing it. Let me go ahead and share this video to a lot of people from my own side. So go ahead and share the video, bring people in so that they can learn. We only have like few hours to go, to maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes more to go. Then we'll just go ahead and start doing our practical. Yes, I've shared as well. So now we are going to starting. We have already highlighted this hair horizontally. Then I'm going to come here and do the vertical part of it. We're using black today. Last Friday we used colored. I normally use colored to train because you see the visibility. Thank you so much, Malarina, for sharing the live. Go ahead and share the live, like the video. The more you like, the system is going to do it for you. When you like, it's going to take you to the For You page and bring more people in for them to come and learn. And when you share as well, you don't know who you can help by sharing for them to come and learn. And those people supporting, everyone supporting this live, God bless you for doing that. Because the more you support it, the better it's going to become. So now that we have highlighted this, watch what we are doing today. We are going to be doing 6 methods. The 6th method that we are going to be working with, we are going to be starting with the rubber band method first. We have 3 types of techniques from the rubber band section that I'm going to be showing you. Then after that, we'll gradually move into the I have shared. Thank you so much, Amaka Zion. God bless you all. For everyone sharing, for everyone liking, for everyone supporting this live, may God bless you all. So let's go ahead and continue. So now this is it. So when you have the natural hair that we are going to be working with, you now have this other one that you're not working with. Always get a clip. Let me get a clip. Always have a clip. You always have your clips. That's another thing that is very important when you're doing hair as a beginner. This clip is that when you're working with this hair, you take the other hair that you're not working with, use the clip to hold on them so that it will not be joining when you're doing your when you're working on this one. So the next step you're going to do is to comb this hair. Always comb the hair you're going to work with. When you're adding extensions to your natural hair, please always comb. The reason why you always comb is because you're going to be having this braid between 4 to 8 weeks. When you don't comb this hair, you're going to lose your natural hair. The reason is that braids is a protective style. Braiding is a protective style. It makes our hair grow and it protects our hair from breakage and everything. But then at the end of the day, you don't comb the hair and you now put up a braid on the hair that is tangled. What do you expect? The time you're going to take that hair off, you'll be losing your natural hair that you didn't comb at all, which is not good. So always comb it, free it from any tangleness or any knots in it. Make sure that it's straight. So when you achieve that, the next step we're going to take, you're going to go ahead and get your rubber band. This first method we're going to be doing is rubber band method using the rubber band and the crochet pin. If you're coming across this for the first time, just go ahead and pay attention. You're going to understand it. If you have any question in that process or you didn't understand anything, go ahead and type it on the comment section. Oh, Grace, I didn't understand this number 1 technique, or I didn't understand the number 3 technique. I want you to repeat it. Please go ahead and type it on the comment section. We are going to do that if we still have time. But we don't have time. We're going to move it over to tomorrow. The first thing we'll have to do is answer your questions. So let's go ahead and do it. Now, this is the natural hair that we are going to be working with. I've already highlighted it vertically and everything is set. Combed it. The next step is go ahead and get your rubber band. This is the rubber band. Do you see how I expand the rubber band on my hand? You can use any of your fingers to expand your rubber band, which is absolutely okay. Anyhow, that as far as you achieve your goal. So now the next thing, hold this natural hair with your left hand. This is my left hand, as you can see. This is my left hand. I'm going to be holding the natural hair with my left hand. Then I'll go ahead, take my right hand, expanded elastic, go ahead and secure it. Go ahead and secure it. Can you see what I'm doing? These techniques that we're doing, they are really friendly beginners. And it's very, very good to go ahead and use it. If you have not braided before and you see me doing this for the first time, you can go ahead and use it and you braid seriously, straight. Easy peasy way of braiding. Yes, and it works. There's a lot of testimony that have been going, oh, I've not even done hair before. When I see this method, I tried it. Before you know it, I start braiding. And it's true. They are not lying. They are telling the truth. So go ahead, follow me as I'm saying. Now you secure this hair with the elastic. The next step you're going to do, go ahead and split this hair into 2. When you split this hair into 2, just pull it on both sides. When you put it on both sides, what that does is that it's going to make the hair more secured. But when you're pulling, don't make it too tight. Secured, but not too tight. Take note of all these things so that you can remember. Secure the root of the hair, but not too tight. The reason why we are securing the root of this hair, because as a beginner, you don't know how to add extensions to the natural hair in a natural and traditional way to add extension. So the rubber band is going to help you to do that work. For the fact that you've secured this rubber band to the hair root, is already been secured. The next thing is that I'm going to show you how to braid this hair to achieve your result. So now the next step we are going to take now, because this first method we are going to do is related to the rubber band method, and this first one is using rubber band and using the crochet pin. If you don't have this crochet pin, do not worry, but then you need it as a learner in everything we're doing, because you're going to need it in the course of your training. So, but then the next one we're going to do without this, you can still learn something. But go ahead, let's go ahead and do this first one. So what you have to do when you have this rubber band and when you have this crochet pin, go ahead. The crochet pin has something like a latch. Look at it, open and close. Just go ahead and open it. When you open it, you're going to insert this hair. Look at it. You're going to insert this hair from the top, from the right top, and you're going to be seeing your crochet pin right under the bottom here. So the next step we're going to do is go ahead, share the video, like the video. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much. Let's give cheers to everybody sharing. Thank you everyone that is just joining. If it's your first time of coming to my class, you're welcome to the class. The next thing is to do, share the video, bring in more people. The way you're enjoying this video, you don't know who you're going to help to come and learn how to do a skill. Yes, so go ahead and do that, and God bless you for that. This cheers goes to everyone supporting this live. Yes, so now we are going to use our extension. I'm going to be using black today. If your color is like liking wearing black color, wearing black extensions, here we are having black. So now I'm going to be taking the portion of extension that we're going to be working with. This is medium. I'm going to be working with medium. Normally, when you see me say medium, you might decide to choose this size of the hair as your own medium. Absolutely okay. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and support this live. Support this live in any way that you're going to support it, please. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. So now this is the extension we are going to be working with. Now we're going to split this extension into ratio 2:1, meaning that when you split this hair into two, the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Let's go ahead, meaning that when you share something into 3, you give the left hand 2 and the right hand is having 1. So what are you going to do with this left one that's having 2? Just put it aside. Go ahead and put it on one side. When you put it on one side, then you grab the smaller part of it that is on your right hand. Make sure that they are on an equal length like this. When you put it on an equal length, you go ahead and secure it with your hands, forming a loop. Look at the small loop I've just formed, holding it with my thumb and my index finger. So when you follow this process, you see that you're going to be braiding hair in just few minutes. So now you're going ahead to secure, take this extension that you formed a loop here, go ahead and fill it, put it into this hook here. Make sure that everything is fitted into the hook. When you fit it into the hook, go ahead and close the lash of the hook. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to pull this hair. See, when you pull it, you see the extensions coming out. Don't go ahead and pull everything at the same time. If you go ahead and pull everything at the same time, release your crochet, put it on one side. The next step you're going to do, because this is my left hand, you're going to be holding this with your left hand, then you use your right hand to pull this one up. The reason is that if you don't hold it and you just pull this, everything is going to go off. We don't want to do a double job. Please, let's keep tapping. Let's keep tapping, please. The more we tap, is going to help. Please, please, please. Go ahead and tap, tap, tap. You see, I love seeing that love I am icon. You see that red love? I love seeing that heart. Please, go ahead and do it. When I'm seeing it, it's giving me more energy to be teaching you guys. When I'm seeing that red. So now, thank you so much for that, and God bless you. Let's give this chance to everyone supporting. Now that you have inserted the extensions into this, the next step you're going to take, because you have just, thank you so much. I can see you, Sheila Blades. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. So now that you have inserted this crochet pin into it, the next thing you're going to find out that the hair have loosened up a bit. What we are going to do is that open this your natural hair again into pull it on both sides. When you're pulling it on both sides, just to secure it more a bit, you don't want the hair to be loosened or to be so soft underneath. So when it's like this, go ahead and take this extension and bring it down. So when you bring it down, that is just it. The next step you're going to do now is go ahead and start braiding your hair. If it's your first time and you've not braided before, I'm giving you in 95. Let me give it 95. The remaining 5 is for you because you're just a beginner. You're going to start braiding hair immediately. So go ahead and pick up the other extensions that is 2 times bigger. Position your mannequin. If you're working with mannequin, if you're working with a client already, they're already sitting down. The next step that you're going to do, go ahead and hold this hair with your left hand. Let me bring it to the point. I hope everybody's seeing. Please, if you know that you're seeing other things, put it on the comment section. If it's clear enough, say, Grace, go ahead. I'm seeing everything. So now you're going to go ahead and hold it with your thumb and your index finger. Place this extension on top of it like this. Look at it. Holding it with your thumb and finger. Thank you so much for your support. I can see you all. Noms Eats, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Go ahead and share. The more we like it, the more the system is going to help us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and God bless. So now you're going to go ahead and start. Now we have the extensions. You're holding it with your thumb and your index finger with your left hand. The only thing I'm going to explain to you with this method is that when you're doing a rubber band method, you only have the natural hair in the middle. Only the natural hair in the middle. But as a beginner, I will just tell you now, go ahead and start braiding the hair the way I'm going to demonstrate it. Then when you get into braiding and you want to split this natural hair into the extensions, you can do that. But at this moment, don't. Now let's go ahead and braid this hair. Take this one, I'm securing it with my thumb and index finger. Take your right hand, grab this hair that is related to your right hand, bring it into your left hand. Look at it. It will come into your left hand. When it comes into your left hand, you can secure it with any of your supporting fingers here. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it to your right, secure it with your thumb and index finger with your right hand. Then this strand that you have on your left hand, bring it in to your right. In, you're passing under and bring it in. Grab this one in the middle, push it. That is it. You started braiding already. There's nothing difficult in this method of braiding hair. Can you see it? But the only thing you're going to do now is that because this middle is having the natural hair, use your extensions to cover it because we don't want to be seeing our natural hair when we are braiding. Then you go ahead and keep braiding this hair. Let me go ahead and braid this hair so that we can all see the result of what we have done together. If you have started this method with me, by now you should be getting this result. So if the extensions is not covering the natural hair, adjust it before you start braiding. It's going to help you. In the course of your training, this is not just only on rubber band method. When you're doing every braid you're doing, go ahead and do what? And use your extensions to cover your natural hair. It's going to make the braid last longer and it's going to make the braid neat and it's going to be more professional when you're doing that hair. So let me finish braiding and covering this hair, then I'm going to show you the result of what I've done so far. If you have started this method with me, by now you should be getting this result by braiding your hair already. Can you see it? And it's well secured. Look at it. I don't want to finish all the braiding because before I'm going to be teaching you now very soon how to end up the braids, how to end up the tips of your braids when you get it with different methods. I'm going to come on the class one day. We do that after we've finish all these ones. Then I'm going to teach you how to end up the braid in different methods. So you're going to watch me do it. So when you have your clients or when you're doing hair, this is the same thing you're going to do. So now this is it. Can you see it? Very, very nice and very, very secured. So if you're a beginner and you use this method, you already started braiding already. So there's no point wasting time because you don't know how to do the traditional method. You now say, okay, I'm not going to start braiding. Please go ahead and use this rubber band method. It will help you until you get into braiding. Another thing is going to help you is that it's going to help you, your speed of braiding will increase. So now that we've done the first one is using the rubber band and using with the crochet pin. But the next one we are going to be doing, we don't need the crochet pin. So go ahead and pay attention. You might not, I want you all, this 6th method I'm teaching, I want every beginner or every student here to do the 6th method. By the time you try the 6th method, you're going to choose one of the method that is suitable for you, then you continue doing your braid with it. By the time you do that one method, you've already learned how to do the other 6 methods, because during the course of your training, you're going to come across those other methods, despite you have chosen one that you're using. So the next hair we are going to do, I'm going to be splitting this now into 2. So when we split this into 2, the next one we are going to do on the rubber band method is a rubber band method without the crochet pin. We don't need the crochet pin on this one. So if you don't have the crochet pin at this point, no worries, I have your back on this one. You can go ahead and try this method. So the next step is go ahead and comb it. You see, even the mannequin training head is having knots already. It's tangled. So always comb your hair out like this when you're putting up braid. If the hair is too hard and it's so natural to do and it's difficult to comb, get a bottle of water and spray it. Release it from the knot and comb it. Make sure you comb the hair. So now we're going to go ahead and get our extensions. This is the extension we're working with. So now I have all my extensions in bulk, just taking the same size. But as a beginner, if you don't know how to do what I'm doing, please go ahead and section all your extensions on a rack. Try and make your extension and put them on a rack. When you put them on a rack, like let's say for instance, take this one, that is the size. Oh, I've hold it, it's the same size. You take the next one. Oh, this is the size. Section them like about 10 or 15 on a rack before you start doing your braids, so that you will make sure that all your braids are the same size. They are very, very important. So now we are going to split this hair into 2, ratio 2:1, as you can see. When you split it, the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times I have on my left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand, just put it aside. You grab this one that you have on your right hand. So before we use our rubber band, watch the way I'm going to do this method is different from the first method, in the sense that we are going to split this hair into 2. You've already sectioned the hair you're working with. Now you're going to, after combing the hair, you're going to split this hair into 2 equal parts. When you split it into 2 equal parts, the next step you're going to do, you're going to take your extension, the smaller part of your extension, which you use the crochet pin to insert for the first hair. You're going to take this one now. Go ahead and make sure they are on the same level, size, like this, on the same length. When they're on the same length, go ahead in the middle like this, place it there. Can you see it? Place it in the middle. Look at it. When you place it in the middle, let's go ahead. This place is so quiet now. Since we're not playing music, let me give some sound. This chair is going to everybody supporting this live. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm giving you 5. This is 3. 1, that is the number 4. That is the 5th one. This is the 5th one. Thank you so much, because it's just quiet. I don't want it to be quiet. Let it be busy, please, 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 please. So now we have inserted the extensions in the middle while the hair is open like this. The next step you're going to take, please go ahead and grab the rubber band. Normally, you can use one of the rubber band if you want, but then I used 2 rubber bands because I don't want it to snap. Look at how tiny the rubber band is. I don't want it to snap when you're using one. If you use one and it's working for you, please go ahead and use one. But if you want to do like me by joining it in 2, go ahead and do that as well, which is absolutely okay. So the next step you're going to do, look at the extension. The smaller part of the extension is all in the middle. Go ahead and close it like this. When you close it, take your rubber band and secure it. You see, all these protocols and all this method we're doing is because you're a beginner. By the time you get into braiding, I'm still going to teach you how to do the natural and traditional method of how you can get into adding your extensions. Before you know it, you're there. Start with this one and start braiding. It's going to help you. So now when you secure this hair, keep going until you exhaust all the rubber bands. Keep going. Somebody will be asking me on the comment section now that, oh, Grace, this rubber band that you're inserting in there, wouldn't it break the hair? No. The answer is no. It depends on how, when you're taking it off, don't be in a haste to take it off. It's going to secure the hair. It's going to remain like this until you take the hair off. When you take the hair off, you gradually take your rubber band off. Either you take the tip of your comb, go ahead and just snap it, and that is it. Don't pull it towards your hair so that it will not break your hair. Because if you pull it all towards your hair, it's going to be dragging your hair. Just go ahead and take this thing when you're taking it off, pump, and it snap. you just remove it from there. That's it. Your hair, you see the undergrowth there, it has already increased your hair in growth. That is just it. So let's go ahead. If you're joining us, you're welcome. So after securing the rubber band, what next are you going to do? Split this hair into two. When you split it, move it on both sides. You see, not too tight. When you're pulling on both sides, please, not too tight. You just secure it. It will just help you to secure the hair to the rope, because you're going to having this hair like 4 to 8 weeks. It's not too tight. Then the next step is bring this one to cover up the rubber band. Most people say, oh, their rubber bands is still showing when they're doing. Be careful when you just do it and cover it before you start braiding. When you have it like this, you're halfway through your braiding routine now, because the hair is already secure. The next thing is just grab the other part of it that is 2 times bigger to start braiding your hair. Let's go ahead now and braid the hair. If you're just joining and you think, oh, what is she doing? Be patient. Stay and watch us from where you start. Then if you have any question, if we have time to repeat, we're going to repeat it. The next step you're going to do now, I'm going to use my left hand. This is my left hand. I'm adjusting the braid. Then you go ahead and use your left hand to hold onto the hair. Then you place this extension right here. When you place it, this is a simple, very simple method to start braiding your hair. Thank you so much. If you're just joining, you're welcome. If you're just following the account, you're welcome. If you're just watching me for the first time, you're welcome. We are friendly in this place. Any question, put it on the comment section. For those that are watching me on the For You page that doesn't have the boldness to come in, I know you're going to come in one day to show me the work that you've been doing so far since you started. Yes, I'm still waiting for that day. So thank you, and let's go ahead, give cheers to all the supporters. God bless you all. Then we'll go ahead and braid this hair. Now, this is the second method related to the rubber band method. Take this one. If you're a right-handed person, then you go ahead and start braiding with your right hand like this. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand. So because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to go ahead and start with my right hand. Take this one and bring it in. Look at it. Bring it in. From your right hand into your left hand. In. Then you grab this one in the middle, secure it with your thumb and your index finger on your right hand. Then you take the other strand on the left, bring it into your right. When you bring it into your right, you started braiding your hair already. There's nothing more to do than to go on and keep braiding this hair. Very, very easy to use this method. Can you all see? The only thing I'm going to say with this method is that when you're doing this, look at the natural hair. Only this one have it in the middle. Because you're a beginner, thank you so much. Go ahead and start braiding it. Cover this natural hair with the extension. Go ahead and braid. Do you know the reason why? If I tell you at this stage as a beginner to start sharing that hair now, it's going to confuse your braiding. So go ahead, just cover it. Thank you so much. God bless you. So just go ahead and continue to braid the hair. You see what I'm doing? Go ahead and braid it. When you braid it down, when you're going through the process of this braiding, you get to understand one day that, okay, I've reached to that point whereby I want to share my natural hair to other extensions. You go ahead and do it. But at this stage, since you're covering it, just go ahead and braid your hair. The reason why we're covering our using extension to cover the natural hair is for the hair to last longer. Now I'm using a black color, pure black color extension on a brown shaded hair. You're not even seeing the brown shaded hair on top of it, meaning that I've used the extension to cover the natural hair. Go ahead and do that in any of the braiding you're braiding. Thank you so much. I can see you all. And use oh, thank you so much. God bless you. This one goes to every one of you. Thank you so much. I did on you. You're blessed. Thank you so much for supporting the life. Everyone that is supporting the life, Ellis, God bless you. I give this chance to them. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and keep braiding this hair. I'm going to braid it to the point whereby I'm going to leave the tips of the hair. I won't finish it to save our time. And at the same time, I'm going to show you different methods of how you can end your braiding by the time we get to that point. Right? Look at it. If you have started this process with me, look at your results. Can you see? You see how beautiful the braid is? You're not seeing, thank you so much. God bless you. Elise, thank you. God bless you. So now, this second method is just with the rubber band. This first method is rubber band and using the crochet pin. So now we are going to straight away move into the next method without wasting much of our time. Because when we do all the three methods, I'm going to now throw the question out there. Do you have any of the methods you want me to repeat? I will go ahead and repeat it before we start the natural and traditional method of how you can install your extension. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Don't relent. Go ahead. Let's tap, tap, tap. The more we tap, the better it is. Let's give this chance to everyone. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now we are going to go ahead and do the third one. Look at the hair. Comb it. The third method related to the rubber band method, you see now, always comb the hair. You see all this knot. When you comb the hair and it's free, it's easier. Your hair will grow. By the time you're losing it, your hair is going to be free like this, and it's easier, and it's to make your hair not to break. So this next method we're going to, I just joined. Please, can you repeat method used? Don't worry. Let's go ahead and finish the last method. When we finish the last method, you're going to tell me we are learning. Thank you so much, Sandy Beauty. God bless you. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you, and God bless you, ma. I'm so happy you're joining today. So now let's go ahead. This third method we're going to be using is without the rubber band and is without the crochet. The reason why we're doing this first three method is strictly good for the beginners. Go ahead and use it. By the time I teach you the other three methods, then you advance into that. The end result is that I want you to be installing your head natural and traditional way, which I'm going to teach you. But because you're just starting and you're just getting into braiding, go ahead and use all this method. So this method you're going to use, the reason why it's related to the rubber band, because now me too, I'm learning. Thank you so much. Nice baby. God bless you all. God bless you all. The reason why we said this is related to the rubber band method is that you're going to be splitting this hair into two. When you split this hair into two and put the extension in the middle, that is the only reason why it's related to this rubber band. But we're not going to be using the rubber band, and we're not going to be using the crochet to do this last one. Just go ahead and watch me as I do it. Now, this is the hair you're working with. Split that hair into two. When you split the hair into two, it's going to look like this. Then you go ahead and get your extensions. Go ahead and take your extension. This is the extension we're going to be working with. Then the extension we're going to split into ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be the 2 times the one I have on my left hand. So go ahead and keep this one. Thank you so much, Elias. If I'm pronouncing this name well, Elius. Okay, I think it's Elius. Thank you so much, Elius. God bless you for that. So now, go ahead and keep this one you have on your left hand that is 2 times bigger. Drop it somewhere. Grab this one that is smaller on your right hand. Make sure they are on the same length. Do you know the reason? Thank you so much, and God bless you, everyone that is joining and following. Thank you. So now you go ahead, make it equal. When it's equal like this, take this one in the middle, place it like that. Can everybody see it? When you place it like that, the reason why we don't need rubber bands and this method, if you're used to this method is just exactly like the natural and traditional method. Eddie, would you be easier for you, your auntie? Okay, let's go ahead now. You're going to go ahead and split this hair, the extensions in the middle. Go ahead and split this hair into 3 equal parts. When you split this hair into 3 equal parts, braid it a little bit down. Look at what I'm doing. Just braid it a little bit down. The reason is that you want, for those that doesn't want the rubber band on their hair, for those that doesn't want to use the crochet pin, please do this method. So when you just braid, I'm going to bring it closer. When you just put the extension in the middle, go ahead and use your natural hair to braid this hair. Do you see all this method we're doing? Apart from you as a beginner, you're still going to come across this method during the course of your training. You're still going to use it, even when you're a professional. There are some styles that you just do with this style. When you're doing the twist, the bigger twist, you use this method. Jumbo twist. I've sent a video like that before if you have watched it. So let's go ahead and do it. Take this one now and bring it down. When you braid this hair is almost like the rubber band, the natural and traditional method of adding extension to it. So let's go ahead and take the other part of the hair that is 2 times bigger. Adjust your mannequin if you're working with your mannequin because of your back health and safety. Make sure you're comfortable when you're doing hair. So you go ahead, hold this with your thumb and your index finger, place the other part of the hair that is 2 times bigger there. So when you place it, you secure it. The next step you're going to do, if you're a right-handed person, go ahead and take your right hand and start braiding in. If you're a left-handed person, go ahead and use your left hand to start your braid. Because that I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to start with my right hand. While I'm still securing the hair with my thumb and index finger on the left hand. Look at how simple it is for you to get into braiding. Now you're going to go straight from your right hand, bringing it into your left. Grab this one in the middle, push it, and secure it with your thumb and your index finger. From my left hand into my right hand. How simple this hair is. When you do that, you go ahead and start braiding the hair. This hair is as simple as ABC. Very, very simple. Now, look at it. We have the natural hair in the middle. I've already said it before, and I will say it again because most people are joining at intervals. Don't worry about this natural hair that you have in the middle. All you have to do with these first 3 methods are use your extension and cover the natural hair and go ahead and braid. Because as a beginner, if I tell you to start splitting that natural hair now, all the hair is going to join together and you'll be discouraged to do this hair. But please just go ahead, use your extension to cover the natural hair and keep braiding. The reason you're covering your natural hair is that it will make your braid last longer and it will look more professional. Let me see what this... I agree, easy way. Yes, thank you so much. That's a very, very easy method. So you go ahead and braid it. Very, very easy. These first 3 methods are very, very easy to get into braiding, and they are all secured method of getting into braiding. So when you keep using this method, especially for children, those kids that you do their hair and they will be frowning and they are hot when you're touching their braid, go ahead and use the rubber band method for them. You just secure the roots of the hair with the rubber band method, then you go ahead and braid. They will sit down comfortably to do their hair. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not just joking. Most people, when you want to do the natural and traditional method, in that process of securing the hair into it, they don't want to feel that pain. But with the kids now, you can try and use this rubber band method for them. You find out. Look at the reason why I'm telling you. Look at this method. This method is very close to natural and traditional method of adding extensions into the braid. Very, very secure and nice. You see it? Very, very secure and nice. So now, if you don't want to use the first method, which is rubber band and crochet pin, or you don't want to, let's go ahead and tap. The more we tap, the more it's going to help us. If you're just not tapping, it's going to be reducing also. Let's go. They'll think we're idle doing nothing. That is just it. With the system, they'll think we're just idle doing nothing. I know we're enjoying the lesson by watching, but then we have to do the other way by keeping us here. Tap it, because I like to see those love icons on this side. When I see it now, it's pushing me more to start bringing things out, sharing my ideas with you. Thank you so much for that. God bless you all. So now we have done the 3 methods related to the rubber band method, which everyone can see it. I know most people are just joining us for the first time, right? With these 3 methods that we've done now, I'm going to repeat only one method. Just go on the comment section. Tell me which of the method you want me to repeat. Is it this one with the crochet and the rubber band? That is the first one. The second one is just with the rubber band method. And the third one is no crochet, no rubber band. I want to see it on the comment section while I'm going to be highlighting the hair we're going to work with for the next one. So let me know which one I'm going to repeat before we move into the natural and traditional method of adding extensions into your braid. So if you're joining me for the first time and you've not followed the account, go ahead, because it's going to notify you when we're live. I come live Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. Yes. I want to see which of the method we have to repeat. Go ahead and put it on the comment section, which of the method I have to repeat. Then we'll now go ahead and do. So we'll do this. When I teach this, let me bring this one to the point whereby we'll have some hair. Yeah, the one we're going to be working with. So we're almost braiding all this hair fully. Traditional. No, that's not. We're not getting to the traditional yet. Rubber bands, man. Which one? The first one. Put which number? Because we have the first rubber band, number 1. with the crochet pin, we have the number 2 without the crochet pin, then the other third one is without the rubber band and the crochet pin. I want to know which one you want me to do. Is it the number 1, number 2, or number 3? Just put the number there below. Then I'm going to repeat one of them. Then we'll now move into the natural and traditional method, number 2. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and do the number 2 method. So now let's go ahead and clip this hair with our clips. I'm going to be taking the hair we are going to be working with. This is the hair we are going, number 3. Somebody said number 2, number 3. Which one is more? Let's see which of them is more. Number 3, ma. Number 4. We are not getting to number 4. Number 3. I think number 3 is exceeding it now. Number 3. We are going to repeat the number 3. So okay, let's do it this way. For the sake of those that are just coming, let's do number 2 and number 3. Let's just go ahead and do number 2 and number 3. The reason why I'm doing it, because most of us here are, yes, we'll do if we are doing okay, if we are repeating everything, that is fine. So if we don't have enough time to do the natural and traditional method, then we'll go ahead and do it later. Okay, let's start with the number 1. Let's go ahead and start with the number 1. I'm going to do number 1, number 2, and number 3. Pay attention to this method and go ahead and try them. Yes, don't worry. We are going to do the 3 methods. We are going to repeat all the 3 methods. I'm going to repeat it because they are all beginners friendly. I want you to know how to braid them before we go into the natural method. So let's go ahead and try this one first. The first one method is using the crochet pin and the rubber band to do the rubber band method. I'm going to repeat all the 3 methods again, so do not worry. All you have to do for me now, go ahead and start tapping. Share the videos and tap the videos. Support the life to the point that they will be happy with us on this platform. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for doing that. Let's give this chase again. Ma, just repeat number 2 and number 2 and 3. Okay, nobody said number 1. I thought maybe somebody. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 2 and number 3 then, so that we can be able to move into the natural. If Abuchi said I should do the number 2 and number 3, let's go ahead and do number 2 and number 3. So now, this is the hair that we're going to be working with. Go ahead. This is the number 2. This is the number 2 of our rubber band method. When you highlight the hair like this, go ahead and open this. The reason why, I know the reason why Ifabuchi wants us to do number 2 and number 3, because this number 2 is almost related to number 1. But the difference is that you're going to use crochet pin to do that. But next time, I want you to learn all that, because you still need to know how to use the crochet pin. But for now, she said we should do number 2 and number 3. So the number 2, when you highlighted your hair like this, go ahead and open this hair, split it into 2. Can everybody see it? Split it into 2 equal parts. When you split it into 2 equal parts, then the next step you're going to take, go ahead and grab your extension. This is my extension. If you don't know how to take your extension like this, please put it on a rack. Make sure that all your braids are the same thing when you're braiding. That's another point. All these points, I'm going to ask the question one day. One day is going to be a question and answer in this class. Then you now explain whether you're getting the point apart from adding extensions into the braid. It's going to be a question and answer in one day when we come to this class, and somebody is going to win a prize. Anybody that answers all the questions, we put it on our platform, is going to win a prize. So now let me see whether you're getting all the points I'm telling you, apart from adding the extensions into the braid. So into the natural hair. So we're going to split this extension into ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Can you see it? What is ratio 2:1? They say share something into 3. When you share an item or anything into 3, give one part 2 and leave the other one for one side. Look at it. That is the math we used to do. So now 2 of this one, because it's ratio 2:1. 2 is on one side, 1 is this, meaning that the one I have on my left hand is bigger than the one I have on my left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand, keep it. When you keep it, take the one you have on your right hand. Make sure they are all equal on the equal size, length. Look at it, equal length. You now go in the middle, place the middle there. Can everybody see it? Pay attention. This is the number 2 method of our rubber band method. Look at it. We split the hair into 2, put the smaller part of the extensions in the middle, then you go ahead and grab your rubber band. Go ahead. Thank you so much. God bless you. All the hands that you use in tapping, thank you. Hi, Augustine. Thank you. You're welcome. All the hands you use in tapping, the Lord will bless you. As I'm seeing this icon, love icons, love will be following everybody. Thank you so much. God bless you for that. I really appreciate it. So now, let's go ahead and do what? Close it like this. When you close it, take your rubber band. This is the rubber band. Go ahead and secure the rubber band. When you secure, this method are very easy method to get into braiding. Go ahead and try it. The same day you will start braiding. Even if you don't know how to braid before, watch this method. You start braiding the same day you learn how to this method. So now go ahead and secure this rubber band to the hair, holding the extension down. So when you do that, when you've exhausted all your rubber bands, that will be it. The next step you're going to do, go ahead and split this hair into two. Split it into two and pull it on both sides. Look at it. When you do this, thank you so much, Nena. God bless you for that. Thank you so much. When you pull it on both sides like this, it's going to secure the hair to the root. Don't pull it too much, because the more you pull it to this side, the more it's going to be too tight on the roots. Because while you're pulling this hair, you're pulling your natural hair. Don't pull it too tight, because if it's too tight, it's going to be disturbing. Yes, ouch. Okay, I can see it. Not too tight. Secured, but not too tight. You just leave it that way. Thank you so much, Rex baby. God bless you. So when it comes to this point, release the extension to this. Look at this. When you release it, look at how it is. With this point, you've already finished securing the hair. The next step you're going to do, go ahead and grab your extensions that is 2 times bigger. Hello, ma. Can you post video like I am at work? I am okay. Yes, I'm going to post the video. Don't worry. God, man, I'm going to do that. You're going to immediately. I'm going to post all those videos. Don't worry. They come in clips. But what I want to do now is that this 1 minute clips, I want to put all these different 6 methods. Maybe I'll do it in 3 minutes. Let's do it in all the rubber band method. I'm going to put it in 3 minutes. Put it on one video. All the natural and traditional method, 3 minutes, I'm going to put it there on one, so that you can go ahead and watch those videos in case you miss the class and you're not here. So let's go ahead and do this. So now let's keep tapping and share the video. Share the video and let's move this like to 15K. I'm still waiting for my 100,000 like. I've not seen it yet. The day I will see 100,000 like, yeah, I'm going to dance. I told you people, I've not seen yet though. No, maybe one person will come one day. I'll say, let's give this girl 100,000 like. Hey, you start tapping. But for now, please, let's move it to 15,000 like. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now let's bring this out. Thank you so much, everyone, supporting this live. I really appreciate it. So now you're going to take this one, hold it with your thumb and your index finger on your left hand. Grab the extension. Make sure they are on the same length. Place it like this. When you place it this way, you hold it. Now, when you're doing this method, the natural hair have to be in the middle. Don't worry, because as a beginner, we're going to braid this hair like this. Then later on, when you get into braiding, you're going to understand it, that you're going to split this natural hair into other hair. So let's go ahead and do this. If you're a right-handed person, you start with your right hand. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand. Now we have our 3 strands. This one is on the right, this one is in the middle, and this one is on the left. Let's go ahead and grab this one on the right hand. Bring this one that you have on your right hand, because I'm a right-handed person, bringing it into the left. Look at how when I bring it into the left, I use my small pinky finger to secure it, which is, you can as well do the same thing. Then you go ahead and pull it to this side, securing it with your thumb and your index finger on your left hand. Go ahead, get the other one on your left hand, bring it into your right hand. My dear, you started braiding this hair. You see how simple this method is? The reason is that the rubber band has already secured the root of the hair for you. There's nothing to worry about again. Just go ahead and start braiding this hair. So all I have to say now, take your extension and use it to cover the natural hair. You don't want your natural hair to be showing when you're doing braids. That is why the hair gets very old very quickly. One of his students was telling us the other time that, oh, when I do my braid, I don't know why it's getting old. I said, because your natural hair is always popping out on the hair. So that is the reason why I encourage students to learn with a colored hair. When you learn with a colored hair, it's going to help you to identify the difference between the natural hair and the colored hair, so that you can be able to use your extension to hide the natural hair, like what I'm doing. So then when you now get into braiding and you want to split all this natural hair into other hair, you'll be able to do that. But at this point, my dear, keep braiding. Thank you so much. God bless you. Don't be tired. Thank you, my nice baby. You're welcome. A lot of people have practicalized this hair and they start doing their kids' hair. They don't have to worry. Very, very easy for them to start learning how to braid. So, which is the reason why I come here to show you all this method. As a beginner, start with this first 3 rubber band method, then later you move step gradually into the natural and traditional method of adding extensions into your natural hair, which you are going to get there definitely. Look at it now. You've braided it. You see how secured it is. All this hair we've been doing here, since this hair have spent more than 7 weeks to 8 weeks here, they are not even moving anywhere. We use the rubber band to almost secure the hair. God bless you. Thank you so much. We use this rubber band to secure all this hair. We've been using this hair for training. I'm going to take this hair off as soon as we finish this one. I'm going to teach you how to end the braid in 5 different ways. How to end the tip of your braid. Don't miss that class, because when you're knowing this, you have to know that how to end the 5 tips of the hair in 5 different ways. I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll do it live. When we just come live, we'll start with it, end it up. Then I'm going to try and take everything off again. Then we'll start from the beginning from our training. So now, this is what we just achieved now. Look at it, how beautiful it is. And it's very, very secured. This one is rubber band method without the crochet pin. So we are going to do the next one. Rubber band method without crochet or rubber band. That one is like the natural and traditional method. Watch me as I do that method. Maybe you're here, you want to choose to start doing that method as a beginner, go ahead and do it. That one is just no rubber band, no crochet pin. And at the end of the day, that method is nearly similar to the natural and traditional method. Watch me as I do that method, then you see it. The reason why I classify this method in this group is that because I have to split this hair into 2 and put the extensions in the middle. If not, it's not supposed to be on this level. But it will be on this level because we're using the same technique we use to do the rubber band to do this. So after combing your natural hair with your comb, go ahead and split the hair into 2. Go ahead and split the hair into 2. Can you see it? When you split this hair into 2, it's going to look this way. The next step you're going to do, go ahead and get your extension. This method, I like this method. If you can even concentrate on this method, do the 6 method. But as a beginner, before you know the natural and traditional method, go ahead and start using this method because you don't need the crochet on it. You don't need the rubber band on it. And it's going to look like natural and traditional method of adding extensions into your braid. So now I have sectioned my hair. This hair I've sectioned. Have you all observed all the hair I've been taking? They are all the same sizes. Always do your braid like that. When you're taking your extension, make sure that all your extensions are the same sizes. You know the reason why we don't want our extensions or braids to be size riots. You know the riots when this one are fighting. One is going to be jumbo, one is going to be mini, one is going to be medium. No chance. If you want to increase the hair you're doing as a beginner, it's the natural hair that you have to increase, not the extension. If you want to finish this hair very fast now, let's say this one that I have, because I'm doing practice with it, I can share this hair into 3 now and we'll leave here. But then, if you not the extension that I have to increase, it's my natural hair that you have to increase. Take note, there will be a day I'm going to bring in question and answer. When I ask the question, one of the students will teach us. That is what it's going to be. And the best person that I'll be keeping the points. Anyone that answers most of the question will get a present here that day. So be prepared for that day is coming. So pay attention to all these points I'm giving. So now we're going to split this hair into 2. When you split this hair into 2, it's going to be ratio 2:1. The one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Look at it. That means left hand is bigger than right hand. Take this one that you have on your left hand, put it aside. When you put it aside, grab this one you have on your left hand that is smaller, bring it up. Thank you so much and God bless you. Share the video as you're coming in. share, like the video and support the life. In any way you're going to support the life, go ahead and support it. Thank you, and God bless you for that. Let's give this chest to everybody supporting. If you're not sharing, share. If you're not followed, follow, because you're going to get a notification when you're live. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and God bless. Now you're going to take the middle of this hair, place it right there. Look at it. When you place it, this method I'm showing you, even professionals, they do it. There will come a style that you want to do. You need this method. You're just going to do it. So when you learn it at first, you've already known it. So the next step you're going to do, take this, close it. When you close it into two, the extension is in the middle. Can everybody see it? Then you go ahead and do what? Split this hair into three. When you split this hair into three, this third one is called no rubber band, no crochet. Did you part the natural hair did you part the natural hair in half? Yes. Let me go ahead again though, because you didn't see it. Now you're going to comb it. Let's start again, because you just asked this question. I don't want to repeat it again. We're moving to the next level. Now this is the hair you're working with, right? Pay attention, everybody, please. This is the hair you're working with. Now that you've combed it, remove every knot in it, you go ahead and split this hair into two. Split it into two equal parts. Can you see it now? Look at it, it's flying like a butterfly. That's why I used to demonstrate that. When I do this, it will draw the attention of people to say, okay, yeah, she splitted this hair into two. Now it's splitted into two, as you can see. Then you now go ahead and take the smaller part of the extension, place this smaller part in the middle. Go to the middle and place it. Look at it. It's there in the middle. Can everybody see it? Yes. When you place it in the middle like that, then you now, instead of using rubber band or using the crochet to do this, no, you now go ahead and secure this hair with a little bit of plait. Split it into three. When you split it into three, you braid it down. Braid it down a little bit so that it will hold your extension. All this method and all these protocols is because we are beginners. And this, at a point, when you get into it, when you start with this, you're going to find out that most of these skills are self-taught. You start teaching yourself. Your hand will be giving you different techniques of doing that same hair. Yes, that is how it is. So now when you braid this hair down, it's going to look like this. Because we don't want to use the rubber band, we don't want to use the crochet pin. You just braid it down a little bit like this. Then you go ahead, grab the other extension that is 2 times bigger. This method, for those that are just joining me, is the second method related to the, okay, it's the third method related to the rubber band method. This is the third method. Then you now go ahead, bring this one down. This method is just close to the natural and traditional method. Then you go, you have to hold this one. Let me position this hair very well. When you hold this one with this, then you now grab this other extension that is 2 times bigger. Place it on top of here. Hold it with your thumb and your index finger. This is my thumb. This is my index finger. You're holding it with your left hand. Then you go ahead and take your right hand. This is my right hand though. I'm waving my right hand. If you're a right-handed person, take this right hand, start with your braid. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand first. Because I'm a right-handed person, we're going to start this braid with my right hand while I'm still holding it. Then you go ahead and take it from my right hand into my left hand. Look at it. When I bring it in, I secure it somewhere there. Then you hold it. Then you go ahead, push this one in the middle to your right hand, securing it with your thumb and index finger. Then you go ahead, the one on your left hand, take it from your left hand into your right hand. My dear, you started braiding the hair already. There's nothing to worry about. If it's your first time and you've not braided before, please go ahead and try this method. Have you seen it? When you come to this point now, you see that the natural hair is only in the middle. Because you're a beginner, don't bother to split this natural hair at this point. When you get into braiding, you're sure that, oh, you want to give this natural hair to other ones. Then you go ahead and do it. But then all you have to do, cover this natural hair with your extension and go ahead and braid. These classes, they are really beginner friendly and it's going to help you the way I'm teaching you, because if I tell you to start splitting this hair now, it's going to confuse you as a beginner. When you start doing it, the more you do practice, the better you become. You see me? If the extensions is not covering the natural hair, go ahead and let it cover it and you keep braiding. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead. So I'm going to braid this hair. You see, I cover it with the hair. The reason why you're covering your using your extension to cover your natural hair is that it will make the braid last longer. If not, you see your braid within 1 week, the braid will be getting old. But if you learn in a professional manner like this, you find out that when you do your braid, it's going to last. That braid that you do before that will last for 1 week, it will last you for 3 or 4 weeks as a beginner before you take it out. That is what it is. Let me go ahead and quickly braid this and I'll show you. Then we'll quickly move into the natural. Thank you so much, Tripod. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. God bless you. Thank you. So now let's quickly move this braid quickly a bit, then I'll show you. Then don't miss the class when I'm going to show you the different method. I think we're going to do that this week because I'm almost rounding up with this braid. So don't miss the class because we're going to do this week. I'm going to show you different methods. We're going to do it online here. So when you finish your braid, how am I going to end the tip of the braid? That's the question I'm going to show you here. So this is the result of it. Can you see this method? This method is closely like a natural and traditional method. Look at it. It's well secured. So you see how we did it? Everybody that watched me do this, you see how we did this method? Very, very secure. You see the roots. The difference is that you didn't put rubber band underneath. It now looks like the natural and traditional method of adding extensions into your braid. So now we have ended up with this. We have treated our question and answer based on the rubber band method. Now we are gradually moving into the natural traditional method of adding extensions into our braid. Thank you so much, Tripod. Now, just give me 1 minute. Let me sip a little bit of water. Then we'll go into it. Thank you and God bless you all. Today is a bit better, not too dry. Yeah. So now we are going to move into the natural and traditional method of how to add extensions into the braid. Because I've told you from the beginning that we teach 6 good methods. We've done the 3 methods related to the rubber band. Now we are going to move into the method that is related to the natural and traditional way of doing it. This is the place I want you to walk up to. Yes, you will learn the 6th method. Definitely learn the 6th method. But I didn't say when you learn the 6th method, you start doing one braid, rubber band, the other braid with crochet pin. No. When you do the 6th method, pick only one from the 6th method. Keep using that one that you're used to keep braiding all the time. But at that point of learning, you've already known how to do the 6, but choose only one that is best for you. There's no time you're not going to find out the best for you when you're doing all the 6 methods. So choose only that one. Then when you choose that one, constantly use that one to be braiding, even if you're doing your children's hair, you're doing a client's hair, you're doing your hair yourself and everything. Use that one method until you get conversant with it. So now let's go straight. If you're joining us for the first time and you've not followed the account, what are you waiting for? There's a lot to learn on this place. So now let's go ahead and do this. We are going to split this hair. I'm going to show you the natural and traditional method. Let's go ahead and do the first method. The first method we are going to do is the one you plait like a thread. Most people knows this, and most professional, that is what they use. But as a beginner, you've not seen it before. Most people have seen it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how to do that method. If it's the best for you, and it's even simple. I've not been used to this method until I start teaching hair, right? My method is the last method that is related to the natural and traditional method, which you're going to see, the one that you hold your extension on one hand. But with this one, I'm going to show you how you can do this. So after getting your hair highlighted, you comb it hard. Do you see? I'm teaching you and I'm practicalizing it, and I didn't forget. The more I highlight the hair, the next thing is that I'll just brush the hair. Make sure that it's brushed. So next step is go ahead and grab your extension. So I'm going to be taking my extensions from here now. The same size, please. When you're taking your extension, don't take one medium, the other one jumbo, the other one micro. They will say, who did this hair? Immediately they will notice it's not a professional that did this hair. But when you stay in this class, your first hair you're doing, because I'm explaining the tips and the tricks of how you can go into it. Even though you are not master to the braid, but they will just know that you're learning in the right manner. So now let's go ahead and split this one into ratio 2:1. You see that when we did the rubber band method, we didn't cross the hair. On this method, we're going to cross the hair. Now you take the smaller part of this hair that is on your right hand, go ahead and cross it to the left one. See it? Can everybody see it? When you cross it like this, it's going to look this way. The reason why I've not explained the reason why we're mentioning ratio 2:1 since is that because when we get to this point, I don't want to be repeating myself. So at this point, see the reason why we're doing ratio 2:1. When you see these three braids together, you see that they are equal. Look at this one, look at this, look at this. Normally, we have to braid with three strands like this. Then the reason why this one is smaller and this one is 2 times bigger, when you cross the smaller part and join them together, it becomes one of the bigger portion. So it will make your braids now look even and equal. Can everybody see these three strands of hair I'm seeing? Look at equal. Why most people's braids are not equal is that sometimes they'll take this one too small and cross it. Before you know, the other parts are too bigger. You see that the braids is not going to be even. Let's go straight and do this. So the more I explain, if I remember it and I explain it to you at this way, take the points then. So when you hold this like this and cross it, this method we are going to do is the first method related to the natural and traditional method of adding extensions into your natural hair. So look at it. You hold it like this. Can you see the way I'm holding it? Then you now move straight down here. When you come to this point, adjust your mannequin. I don't want to be bending myself because I'm doing hair, hurting my back. Health and safety. You consider it. Good afternoon, Sophia. Hi, Sophia. You're welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. So now let's go ahead and braid this. When you have your extension hold like this, then you now go ahead. Take your left hand. This is my left hand, though. This is my left hand. When you take your left hand, when this hair is getting up to the finishing point, it's always very difficult to adjust this hair, but I'll try. So now you hold this like this. When you hold this, place it on top of it like this. You see, when you place it on top of it, holding it with your thumb and your index finger, what is the next thing you're going to do? Fine, thank you, and you. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As you just come in, you know the normal thing. Tap, 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 share the video. So now we are going to start doing this. Watch this method. This is the first method related to the natural and traditional method. Most professionals use this method. This is the hair. You place it. Then you now grab this smaller part of it. Go ahead and do this. You plait it. When you plait the first one, this is the first bit. You go again. You plait the second. When this hair is getting to the finish, the mannequin self said, okay, I'm not even bending again. So you go ahead, do the second one. When you do the second one, look at it, go ahead and just secure it somewhere here. Split this one into two and split the natural one into two like this. When you do that, you start braiding. This is simple. Until now, I didn't know that this method is simple. Until now, you see, you go ahead and start braiding. Simple. You see how secure this hair is. That is why most people use this method. Most professionals, this is what they use. But now it's simple. Even me, until now, I didn't know that this method is simple. You can go ahead, if you want to try this method, go ahead and try it. If you're finding it very difficult to do the last one, go ahead and try this one because it's nice and secure. So all you have to do now, because it's the natural and traditional method, because we splitted the natural hair into two, all you have to do now, give the natural hair to this one a little bit, so that all the hair will have the natural hair. Is this method knotless? No, it's not knotless. It's related to the natural and traditional way of adding extensions into our braid. So this is the first method. So now you now go ahead and start braiding. So don't forget, remember that you have to use your extensions to cover your natural hair. So let's go ahead and adjust it. Then you start braiding. Start braiding your hair. So when you start braiding the hair, look at it. Cover it. When you position it very well and you're braiding, it's going to be giving you that part where there's no natural hair. Can you observe what is going on here? Then you keep braiding. The reason why you have to do that, let's give cheers to everybody supporting this live. Let's give cheers to everyone supporting this live. Let me go ahead and do that. Quickly braid it, then I'll show you the result of this hair. So if you're here, this is the first method related to the natural and traditional way of adding extensions to your braid. If you're just coming, ticket for ticket, click link in bio. Which one is ticket for ticket? Please, mom, can you repeat again? Let's finish it first, then I can repeat. Let's go ahead and finish all of them so that those that are just coming will still gain from it. Let's go ahead and finish all the three methods. Then I can repeat this one that's again. Yes, okay, that's fine. So this method is very, very simple. Very, very simple. Look at it. Can everybody see it? And it's nice and secure, simple. That is why most people start like using this method. Look at it. Can you see it? Nice and secured. Look at that is the first method related to the is it knotless? No, JK Americana is not knotless. This is the just natural hair. See, everybody wants to learn knotless. Let me tell you the secret of all this learning how to do hair. If you're a beginner, please go ahead and learn the normal way of braiding. Knotless is just like we took it from the normal braiding. If you don't know how to braid, you cannot do knotless. Even if they are teaching you knotless, because you have to start. The difference between this and knotless is that you have to start your natural hair on its own. I've sent a video that I did some knotless. Go ahead and watch it. You have to start your natural hair. You're not going to use extensions to start the hair. You're going to take a natural hair, start the braid, and now you start adding extensions into it. That is knotless. But when you hear that name, the name is so sweet. Everybody wants to do it. But if you're a beginner, please go ahead and learn how to do your normal braids. Thank you for teaching us. Yes, go ahead and learn your normal braid. If you know how to braid, if you know how to do this method, you cannot find it very difficult to do knotless. I'm telling you the truth because you've already known how to braid. Knotless is braiding. It's just the name. The name is, to people love that name too much. Thank you so much. Everything knotless. Excuse me. You don't know how to braid. You're talking knotless. Knotless. If you know how to do the normal braiding, this thing, knotless is not anything. Knotless is just go ahead. And knotless, let me give you the secret with knotless. If you don't have a full nice bodied hair, knotless is not going to be good for you. The full bodied hair is good for knotless. When you take your like you have a full hair and you just use your natural hair to start the braids, then you start adding extension. But if you're the type that your hair is very light, my dear, do the normal braid. I've done several hair to the point that the kids, okay, I want knotless, I want knotless. When they did it, my daughter was like, Mommy, please, I want my normal braid because it will fill up in the scalp. It will make your hair look more fuller. Knotless braid is that you want the hair to be light and a bit not too full. It's good for those that have full-bodied hair that is full. But if your hair is not too full and you want to do braid, you will think the hairdresser is not doing your hair very well. Go ahead and do your normal braids. Period. So, but there's a video there you can watch if you want to learn knotless braid. I'll send it on my account. Just go ahead and watch it. It will help you. Then you start practicing. But if you don't know how to do this normal braid, you will find it very difficult to do knotless braid because this is the main important thing you have to learn. How to do your braid, how to add your extension into it, how to tuck your extension in, how to hide everything. Then you're good to go. So now let's go ahead and continue our lessons because I used to see every time knotless braid, knotless braid. You will not feel that you've not known how to do this. Do this one first. If you know how to do this, nobody will teach you knotless, but you teach yourself. I'm telling you the truth is truth. So now let's go ahead and split this hair into two. When you split this hair into two, the next step you're going to do, this normal method that we are going to do now is this hair, natural hair is going to be the tall strand. Natural, most people, this is the method they are using and they are used to it and they get away with it because they are used to doing it. So the first one is that we plait it like a thread and install it. But this last one is going to be the tall strand. If your hair is lengthy or more lengthier, good, you can do this method. If your hair is half of this hair, like your length of your hair is like this, half of it, you can do this method. Knotless braid is all about feeding. That's what I'm telling you. Knotless braid is all about feeding. And I'm going to send a video of how you can feed your braid. When you watch it, it's easier for you to just start it. But if you don't know how to braid, you cannot do knotless. Simple. I won't say more than that. Let's not get distracted and go ahead. So if this one is half of the hair, you go ahead and do it. You can use this method. But if your hair is very short like this, you look at the length, like say 1 inch, you cannot use this method because Mom, I want to length the one you just did. Let's finish this one first. I'm going to repeat it if we still have more time. Let's complete the 3 methods. Most people are here, they want to see the 3 methods, and if you have questions, we'll do it at last. So now, if your hair is short like this, you cannot use this method I'm going to teach you now. But if your hair is short, either you use the rubber band method or you use the natural and traditional method, which is the next one, holding your extension, grabbing the hair from the root. I'm going to show you that one. But this one is that you have to use this hair as the third strand. Watch me as I do this, because most people, they find this one easy as well to add extensions to their hair, so they should go ahead and use it. The difference between them is that when you're doing this method, this is the size of the extensions I'm using, right? Normally we will split it into two, but when you're doing this method, that this normal hair is going to be the torso. Thank you so much, Mommy AA. God bless you. If you're using this method, you're not going to split this extension, but you're going to take exactly the size of the method extensions you've been taking for other hair to make it equal. I'm going to show you. So watch me as I do this. Make sure that your extensions are always on the same length, because you're a beginner. Very soon, all these things, now when you know them, you just know it by yourself. Nothing would, you don't need too much explanation. You just go ahead and do it. But at this stage, I'm going to explain every bit of thing you have to know for you to get into your braiding. So now, this is the hair we are going to be working with, right? Now you're going to hold this hair. Hey, let me bring this thing down a bit. Yeah, when the knot, look at, is a bit down, which is good. I hope everybody can see it. If you know you can see, say yes on the comment section, because now I'm getting into the end of the hair. It's not adjusting again, so I have to reduce the length of the mannequin. So you go ahead. Yes, that's fine. Look at it. You go ahead and hold onto this extension. Place your extension. We are not going to be splitting this extension. Yes, thank you so much. God bless you all. The writing. Oh, the writing is blocking it. Oh my God. Okay. If it's too high, let's see. If I move it back a bit, is it better? Is it better now? There's no time you're not going to see it. So now you're going to go ahead, take this extension. You didn't split this extension at all. You didn't split it at all. Go ahead and place it there. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Because now, move to the right. Move to the right. Right. This is my right hand. This is my right hand though. Move it to the right a bit. Is it better now? Yeah. So to the right like this. Is it better? I hope everybody can see it. Yeah. So now you're going to use this one in the hair in the middle to, yes, it's better to be the. Thank you so much, everyone joining. As you're joining, please share the like the video. Thank you, and support this live. God bless you all. Thank you. So now you're going to go ahead. If you're a right-handed person, you see that this splits this extension. Go ahead and use your right to start your braids. If you're a left-handed person, use this left hand to start. Because I'm a right-handed person, you go ahead and use the right one. Grab this your extension and bring it from your right hand into your left hand. Can you see it? You can just hold this with any of your supporting finger. Then you go ahead. Because this hair is a natural hair, please, when you're using this method, go ahead and secure this hair a little bit, because if not, it's going to be wobbly. Take this one you have on your left hand, bring it into your right hand. And then you know, when you do it, you start braiding. When you're braiding, go ahead and braid 1 or 2 times. You see the way I did it? Then you now place this natural hair in the middle. Because this natural hair is the third strand, we are not going to continue to be braiding our hair with the natural hair. No. All we have to do, bring this hair to the point in the middle, come and borrow some of the extension, give it to this one. Borrow another one from the side here, give it to this one. While I'm still securing it, I'm holding it. You see the way I'm holding it with my thumb and finger while I'm still sharing. I didn't leave anything, so that you'll be able to understand it. So now when you get to this point, you go ahead and braid this. Bring this one in. Then this one, you take it in. This is it. Then you start braiding this hair. All you have to do with this middle is that make sure that your natural extensions are covering the natural hair. But because this hair is a natural and traditional method, I will advise you now, before you get to this point, you have to split this hair. Split your natural hair. Look at it. I'm giving this one to this. You can still do it without splitting it if you want. But then I just want to show you that when you're getting into the natural and traditional method, go ahead and split this hair. You understand? Then you go ahead and start braiding. You see? Go ahead and start braiding, making sure that all the extensions are covering the natural hair. I'm using my extensions to cover the natural hair. Then you go ahead and braid. This method is that you use your natural hair to be the third strand. The natural hair will be the top strand. Most people, this is the method they know how to do, and it's working for them. So you go ahead and do it. By the time you're learning with all this method, before you know it, you'll be able to jump into the last method I just did. I'm just going to be doing at this point, holding your extensions on one hand. I'm going to show you the result of this braid we just did now. So in case you want to do, try all the 6 methods. Look at it. Natural and traditional method. This is the hair is going to be with the top strand. You have to be careful when you're doing this method, because if you didn't hold the natural hair very well, it's going to slip underneath. It's not going to be secured enough. So this method is a method whereby when you're plaiting, make sure that the natural hair, because it's the top strand, is going to be secured enough. That is it. So we are going to move into the last method. This last method, related to the natural and traditional way to add extension, is the one that you have to hold your extensions on one hand, which is the most used method. This is the method, upon everything we are doing now, this is the method I want you all to try and get. If you know how to do this method, if you're going into business of hair, this is the method you need, because it's going to help you to be more faster. When you just hold your extension on one, you install it and you're good to go, because you're going to be in a day. If they ask us to do this braid, because we are practicing with this, you see this hair I just did now, I can use like 4 hours or 4.5 hours to install this braid. Everything you're seeing, or even less. It depends on how my mood is. You know, the hair you have mood when you're doing hair. If your body is not moving, you cannot do. But if your body is in the mood to do hair, within 3 to 4 hours, you'll be able to install this hair. How fast you are. But as a beginner, it will take you 3 days to do this hair. That is the reason why, as a beginner, before you start braiding, make sure, if you want to do a full hair, make sure you're doing between 30 and 40 to complete your hair very quick. The more you advance, I use 7 hours, yes. Want to be faster, which is okay. That is why I'm telling you. So the more faster you become, the more you do the hair, the faster you become. You use 7 hours. Some beginners will use 3 days. So that is why when I'm coming to the live to teach you, I'll teach you to start with 30 or 40 braids to cover all the braids, so that you'll not be tired as a beginner when you're doing your braids. 30 or 40 is enough. Split the hair to 30 or 40. Finish it. Then when you finish that braid, the next one you're going to do, add more 10 to it. You're going to do 50 braid on the hair. Before you know it, gradually, you'll be getting into it. You'll be getting used to it. So that you'll not leave somebody hair. I'm tired. If you like, go and sleep. If you like that braid, I'll do it the next day. Before you know it, you're tired. You can't even complete the braid. So use this method and system. You see that you'll be able to complete braid. I have mothers here that started using that method. Sophia is here. When Sophia explained her method, that I was like, this woman used to listen. When she's doing her daughter's hair, because she's a beginner, she learns from here. She do it like 30 or 40. And I see what she's doing, that she follows the teaching and everything. And now she braids their hair. Instead of paying her money that she used to pay, now she will do her children's hair. 30, 40, at least every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, you take it off, repeat it. The more you're learning, the better you get into it. So now let's go into the last method. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. You're welcome to this live. Any question you have, this live, you're really beginner friendly. In fact, if you don't know how to braid at all, you've not touched hair before, and you have that skill, you love doing hair, please be on this platform, because we'll teach you from the roots of how to get into braiding. Yes, thank you, man. Yes. So we'll teach you from the root of how to get into braiding. Normally I teach you, if you don't know how to braid, little techniques of how you can get into braiding. And now when you get into braiding, you want to add extension, this is the class you jump onto, the next level. That is this. So let's go ahead and do our lessons. If you have not followed the account, what are you waiting for? Follow it to get a notification when I have the next class. My classes are always 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I would really to make her put, but I can't. Okay, but you can. Don't worry. Just follow the life. Be consistent in the class. You're going to learn. Definitely, people will testify to you. When we finish the class, I'm going to bring some mothers up, because that is why I always bring mothers up. Let's keep tapping to encourage other people that they can do it. If Mommy Sophia can do it, if Ifa Buchi can do it, if a lot of people that are here can, if what's the name again? Anike Gold can do it, who else cannot do it? You can all do it. There's a lot of people coming up online here to show us. So let's go ahead and do this last one. This last one is the one that you can hold your extension on one hand. Split the extension into two, ratio 2:1. The one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. I have class around that time. Can I still see your video? Yeah. The video is open for everybody now. My videos are there. It's open for everybody. Just go on the account. You see, when I show you things, if you want to learn, you see it's open. Videos are open. If you don't know how to go about it, click on my name, GraceLawendhair. It's going to bring you to my page. All the videos there are for you to watch. So remind you of what you are doing in class. If you're in class today and you're not present tomorrow, you want to see what we did the other previous day, I'm going to send the video. I send the videos in. So now let's go ahead. How to hold your extensions on one hand. You go ahead and cross this hair. People don't know how to cross it. Look at how you can cross the hair. This one is the smaller part I have on my right hand. This one is the bigger part I have on my left hand. Take the smaller part you have, cross it to the other part. Then you do this. It's going to be like this. So when you cross it, it's going to make all the extension equal. Can you see it? The reason why we have the other part that is smaller, when you double the other part into two, it's going to give you one strand of this side. That is the reason why we do that, ratio 2:1. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to be holding this extension on one hand. Please, if you want to go into braiding as a business, please learn this method. That is what you need. But if you are here watching me, or you just want to get mastered to your braiding, or you know how to hold your extension, most people hold their extension like this. Me, I'm not used to that method though. I'm going to tell you, if you know that you know how to hold your extension to install it and the roots of the hair is secured, please go. I should cross it again. Okay, let me do it. If you know how to hold your extension to insert it on your natural hair, please don't change it and it's working for you. Go ahead. But if you want to learn it holding your extensions on one hand, you go ahead and watch me the way I'm going to explain to you very quick how you can hold your extension on one hand. So now, if you want to cross it, somebody say, I don't know how to cross it. This is the little part of the extension. Let me move back a bit so everybody can be seeing me. This is the little part of the extension. This is the one that is 2 times bigger. What you have to do, take this one on your right hand that is smaller, put it on top of this one that is bigger like this. You see it? Then you cross it. Bring this bigger one to this side, then you bring this other one. You've crossed it. Cross the extension. So when you cross this extension, the next step you're going to do, hold your extension on one hand. Let's continue to tap, please. God bless you all. Tap. We have few minutes. How many? Okay, let's move this slide to 30. If you can give me 30K today before we finish, let me just manage 30K. I'm still waiting for my 100K like. Since I started this live, there's one day, what's her name again? She said, okay, Mama, let's try and go up to, we did up to about 60 or 70,000 like, but I've not reached 100,000. I'm waiting for that day. I'm really waiting. Let's move it to 30. Let me manage 30 for today. Then next time you get up strength for me to get up to 100,000 like. I'll be so grateful. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now, if you want to hold this extension on one hand, this is what you're going to do. Let me show you quickly how if you know how to do it already, telling you that it's easy. It's not something that you have to be difficult and panic about. You just go ahead and do this. You see, it didn't take me like 1 second is too much now. It didn't take me like that. But then let me explain to you. My explanation will be more than 1 minute now. How to get your extensions on one hand. Now that you have crossed your extension, what you have to do, this is my right hand. This is my right hand. Learn how to hold your extension on one. It's going to help you. This is my right hand. Thumb. This is my thumb. That's my index finger. This is the middle finger, ring finger, little or pinky finger. You always hear me mention these fingers when we're doing hair. But the only thing is that these 2 fingers, index finger and thumb, they do a very vital role. Very vital role. You see everything we're holding today. I say hold it with your thumb, hold it with your index finger, hold it with your thumb, hold it with your index finger. Other hands are supporting hand. So let's go ahead. So now that you're having this hair, you're going to hold this one on your right hand with your thumb and index finger. Look at it. Then you're going to hold this. This is my left hand. You're going to hold this other strand with your thumb and index finger. Hold it. You see the other last strand here? You're going to put it there. This is my supporting finger. These 3 fingers on my left hand. Put this one here. You're holding it. So when you're holding it like this, don't allow this hair to wobble. If it's like this, you cannot be able to do this holding your extensions on one hand. But you make it firm. Look at how firm it is now. It's firm in my hand. Then you bring your middle finger. Look at the way I'm holding it. It's firm. Bring your middle finger from your right hand, place it like this. The only hand you're going to turn here is your right hand. Turn your right hand. When you turn your hand and bring your index finger right out here. When you bring it, that is just simple. You see the video? If there's a clip for this, I'm going to push it down so that you can be able. And before you know this, get extensions and learn how to hold your extensions on one hand. I know what I'm saying. When I'm doing hair, I was teaching a client how to do hair. He was like, oh, I don't know. Teach me. She find it very difficult at that point, but later she grabs it. But you have to practice with extension. When you watch me do it, get your extension and do it. This is it again. Grab it, hold this on the thumb and index finger. Yeah, then the other hand, hold this on the thumb and index finger. Take this last strand, bring it here. Make it firm, not to wobble. Bring your middle finger. When you bring your middle finger on your right hand, place it here as if you're turning. It's only the right hand you're going to be turning. When you turn your hand, bring your index finger out. That is it. If you watch the video itself cleared, I have so many videos on the account that you can still watch to get it. So let's go ahead before the time is against us. So let me do it. Normally, it's just something that you can do easily. You see how easy it is? If you know how to do it, it's easy. So now, let's install this hair. This last hair I'm going to do is the natural and traditional method that is most used, and that is why I want to walk you up to be able to do this. The reason why we are doing all that method is that most people find it very difficult to insert this hair, like this last one. But then you have to start from the beginning, use the other method and get into braiding. It's going to help you. Now, look at my hand. I'm holding my extension on this hand. I'm going to open my thumb and index finger a little bit while I'm holding the extension. You're going to hold it like this. When you hold it, take your left hand. I hope everybody's seeing it. Take your left hand, split this hair. Look at it. When you split this hair, take the first one with your left hand. Then you now grab this extension, this one here. Take it, bring it to this side. First thing. Then you now go, see my index finger on my left hand. When you take the index finger on your left hand, bring it into this, splitting this natural hair. When you split it in natural hair and the hair, split it into two like that. When you split it into two, this is the point whereby most people have problem. You have to be able to secure this hair but not too tight. When you're braiding it, you go ahead and braid it. You see it? I've braided it. I've braided it 2 times. I will braid it again 3 times. Now I'm going to flip my hands. Other method that we have been doing, we didn't flip our hands. You now go ahead and do this. Look at the way I turn my hand. You now go ahead and do this. Bring it like this. Flip your hands. Because we are not going to continue to braid that hair that way. You flip your hand this one and you now continue to braid. Can you see? Well, make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. The extensions are covering the natural hair. I automatically splitted this hair now. Let me quickly braid it and show you. Because one of the students there said they want me to repeat the other first method. Let's go ahead and see this one first. Then we'll now see if we have enough time to repeat before I'll start bringing us up to see what we're saying. Let me go ahead and finish this braiding. I'm doing it very fast now. Then we'll go ahead. Let's give cheers to everyone. Keep tapping, keep tapping. Thank you and God bless you for doing that, for making this life a success. We're almost done. We only have 2 hours. That 2 hours is a long way and you will learn a lot within 2 hours. I'm telling you the truth. Our life here is very short, but then it's powerful. You learn a lot. So that 2 hours that we stay here all the time, it has changed a lot of life by doing braiding. So now, this is it. This is the result. We're secured. We're nice. Look at it. Beautiful. I hope you're seeing it. Beautiful. Look at all the braids. Sometimes, I need to take all these braids off. That's the job I have to do again. Take all this braid hair off. Get the mannequin ready for our next training when we finish this one. You see? So you see how beautiful this braid. If you're here, you want to be doing wig, learn how to braid. You can do it and use it as your business. There's a student here, long time, very beautiful, yes. She learned how to do hair here. All she's doing is to braided wig. She'll just put it and do it on the wig. If it's a natural hair you want to learn it for, do it. If it's your hair that you're learning for, do it. If it's because of your children, go ahead and learn it. Everybody is welcome. So now, we have finished our natural and traditional method of doing hair. Can you see it? The 3 of them is set. All of them are here, secured and nicely braided. So there's a question there that we should repeat the other one. Let me try it again. I'm only going to repeat one anyway. There's a student, I don't know if she's still here. She said, repeat the first one. I said, okay, wait until we finish all that. I'm going to repeat that first method. When we repeat the first method, we'll call the class and I'll start bringing us up. If there's any question, any suggestion, any way, anything you observe, you let us know to continue in this class. So now let me go ahead and quickly let's repeat the other one, the first one that is related to the natural and traditional method. For the sake of those that are just coming now, they will still benefit from there before they go. They will still benefit from the lesson before they go home today. Then we'll now leave the class till tomorrow. So tomorrow, be prepared because we are going to learn how to prep extension. If you don't know how to prep extension, today before I start the class, I taught you how to cut the extension. Do you know how many extensions we've cut here? Some of them I don't even use it, but I just teach you how to cut the extensions. So you still go ahead and practicalize all these things I'm teaching you for you to just get used to it. So I will not be repeating it all the time. If not, you're going to get it from the video. So now we have highlighted this hair. Get your clip and put it on one side. Take the first one. I'm going to be repeating that first method for this hair. Then we'll call it a day for today. So go ahead, tap, 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 tap. I don't know. I will learn. I don't know. I will learn next class. Okay, that's fine. The class is 12 p.m. Tightening the braiding. Hey, I don't understand though. Tightening the braids. Please let somebody interpret for me. Oh, sometimes I need interpretation. Oh, please, I didn't understand it. Gladys, please break it down for me. Tightening the braids. I don't know what you mean. Put the sentence very well. Don't be in a rush. Let me understand it. Or I can bring you up when we're almost going to send invitation. When I send invitation, then you have to come up and ask me what you mean because I didn't understand it. Sometimes I bring us up. Let's do this last one. Or let me just finish the last one. So I'll make sure that the screen is clear before we start bringing us up. So this method is the first method that is related to the rubber band method. Traditional and natural method. This one that I'm going to repeat now. So we'll go ahead. This is the extension we are going to be using. Can everybody see? Split it into ratio 2:1. When you split it into ratio 2:1, we're not going to waste time on that because I've explained all that. Take this and cross it to each other. When you cross it to each other, then you're going to, when braiding down, must we tighten it? Oh, no, you're going to secure it, but not too tight, my dear. Secure the hair, not too tight. Most people, when they braid your hair, you cannot sleep. Please secure it so that the extensions will not be wobbling, but not too tight, that your scalp will want to go off with the hair, your natural hair. No, please learn it now. I used to say that secure the hair, but not too tight. Too tight is that when you braid somebody's hair, they cannot sleep. Oh. Have you ever put it on the comment section? Have you ever braided your hair before that you cannot even sleep? You have to take it off. Even with the process of taking it out, your hair, your scalp is still hurting you. Put it on the comment section if you have braided hair like that your scalp, you now say, okay, let me take this hair. Even to take the hair off, you cannot take it off. But please, that is why when I'm teaching, I said secure the hair, but not too tight, not too tight. So let's go ahead and secure this one, and we'll call the class for a day. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Happened to me, I remove it. Yes, immediately you see it, you cannot put your hair on the pillow. You they're pounding your head. My girlfriends always tighten. I can't sleep. No, you need to reduce the hand, please. When it's too tight, it's not good. It's going to be even breaking your hair because your scalp is going to be too tight. Mine was while braiding. After braiding, the pain stopped. Okay, that one is the person's hands to be holding it, right? And if your own scalp is too sensitive, most people have sensitive scalp. Even if your hand is not tight and you hold their hair for braid, they still feel pains. Sensitive scalp is there because I have experience with all these things you're saying. Some people, even if no matter how tender you do it, they will still do like this because they have a sensitive scalp. I have had my hair braided and it was to tie two out and two painkiller. Yes, some people, they don't want to waste their money and they don't want to waste their time. They are sitting down, they will take painkiller. So Nevertheless, let's learn in a manner that will not give people headache, please. So now let's go ahead and do this method before we now start bringing us up, so that other people will not. Let's go ahead. The last method, this one is the first method related to the natural and traditional method. So you go ahead, this hair has been combed already. Take it like this, hold this braid like this. When you cross it, hold your braid like this. You now go ahead, hold this hair that you're working with your left hand. Place it with your, when you place it, hold it with your thumb and your index finger on your left hand. Then you go ahead and take this smaller strand. It's the smaller strand you have to use. Don't use the bigger part. When you take it, you go ahead and plait this hair. One, please, 2 times is enough. 2 times is okay, except the hair is so bulky that you think that 2 times is not enough, then you can add 1 more, but at least 2 times is okay. You go it twice. When you go it twice, you come here and separate this hair. Separate it. When you separate it like this, you just go ahead and start braiding the hair. This is really simple. This method is simple though. This method is very, very simple. So if you want to use it, go ahead. Now that I've done it, but the only thing I have to do now, I have to give this other hair the natural hair. Let me bring it to this part so that I can be able to share the natural hair to this hair. Always cover your natural, use the extension to cover your natural hair when you're braiding. If it's not covering it, adjust it, please. Look at it, adjust it to the part. When you adjust it to that part, it's going to be showing that part that doesn't have the natural hair. Can you see it? Then you start braiding it down. You see, cover it. See, you start braiding it. This method is quite simple. I use this method on my baby's hair yesterday. Oh, that is good. Mrs. AA, let's give her cheers. Well done, Mrs. AA. Very, very simple method though. This method is very, very simple. That is why most people like using this method. Since I started training, maybe once in a while too, I'm going to braid a full hair with this one, because I've never used this method to braid hair fully. So only I'm just teaching you, but what in the way make mannequin taller? No, but then you adjust it. You adjust it. This one is adjustable stand. There's an adjustable stand to this. Don't worry about it. There's a stand that is adjustable. I bring it down, then I bring it up. Thank you so much. What's her name? Okay, Laveno. It's the adjustable stand that make a mannequin. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Very, very nice and secured, clean. Can you see it? So that is it. Let me start sending invitations. We just have like another 15 minutes to talk together. Tell us, I'm sending, accept the invitation if you just get it. If you want to say something, if you have any contribution, if you have any, this is my phone, please don't start. When I'm touching this phone, it's not giving it. Let me just send out invitation. You see? This phone. Hey, please, it's just glitching. Why are you glitching? You see? Okay, let me start again. When you come in, just off your microphone, please, so that it will not disturb other people. Okay. Accept the invitation. Let's discuss for a few minutes what you think about the class, where you think we should improve. Then let us know. I'm sending invitation. Nobody's accepting it. Are people not coming up, even if it's one person? Or if not, we'll just call it a day. Let me send it more, because while I'm sending it, my phone is not even letting me send the invitation. Let's see. Okay. Let's call it a day then, because now I'm sending, nobody's accepting. If you have any questions and you want to ask, we're coming to class tomorrow. If you don't have any questions,
Hi. Good afternoon, ma.
I'm not seeing your face, so where are you? Oh yeah.
I'm up now.
Hey, is it my phone? Okay, now it's taking it. This phone, in fact, don't start. Oh, the thing was showing blank before, now it's showing. Okay, let me still go ahead and send some people. Good afternoon. Go ahead, my sister. Thank you so much.
I used this method on my baby hair yesterday.
Oh yeah, let's see now. Do you have the picture?
Yeah. Let me check.
Please.
I'm coming.
because it will encourage other people to like know that they can learn from online. So let's go ahead and show what we have done. Baby cruise. Hey, whoa.
She's sleeping already.
Oh, okay, don't wake her up. Leave her, don't worry. Leave her, leave her, leave her, oh my dear. Oh, yay. Is she going to sleep again? Oh my God, please. Yeah. Oh, sorry, baby. Let me expand it. Let me expand it for you.
Yes.
Oh, you wake my princess up. Oh God, expand. Wow. Sorry, princess.
Sorry, baby.
That is absolutely. Can you see? Absolutely beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And now she followed the rule, not too much. Highest you did that hair is about 30 or 40. So don't go too much. Just do it in a way that you can handle. Well done. You're so beautiful too. And you're using glasses like me.
I want to try another method, but
if that method is working for you, don't worry. Go ahead with that method.
Okay, ma.
Just practice your speed now. Is the speed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the speed you have to practice. If that method is okay for you, go ahead and use it. Go ahead and use it. You're well done for that. Let's give her a cheers for showing us that work. This will help other people to know that you can do it. She has saved that money now, not dragging that child to that at least 30 pounds. She has saved her 30 pounds to 40 pounds. Yes, and now the child might be sleeping. You just go ahead and do the hair gradually. So now let's bring somebody else up. Thank you so much, Mrs. AA. God bless you for showing us.
Thank you, ma. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you. I'm very grateful.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah. So let's go ahead and bring some other persons up. Yeah, it's Ricky.
Good afternoon, ma.
Hey, okay, I'm coming to bring this my phone. In fact, I want to pray for this phone. Oh, it's a new phone. I don't even know why it's like this now. It's just glitching.
I'm up already.
I know you're up. I want to shrink this Mrs. AA and bring you up to the page.
Okay.
Hey, I banned you on this thing. You know, grill. The thing not grill at all.
Which method does she use on that hair?
She used this method, the natural and traditional method, the first one.
Oh, okay.
This one we just did now. This one we repeated. That's the method she used.
Okay. It's very beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Ah, my phone. My phone no gree. Go ahead. Let's manage it like that and be going home. The phone say I no gree today. Oh. So say something, Ifabuchi. Do you want to say?
I just want to say thank you very much. Well done. You're a great teacher, you know.
Thank you so much. Oh, I wish. Have you reached 1,000 followers now? Because I want to be seeing your face. So, how many followers do you have now?
I just have 100 and I don't even have up to 200 yet.
Hey, you're not been doing something. Oh. Next time we have to say when we come up like this, I say follow Ifabuchi, follow each other, please, because we need to be showing our work. Since we started now, by now you should have up to 1,000.
I don't have.
No, we have to take it serious now. Let's follow each other, please, so that we'll be able to show our work. I'm trying to.
I will follow you later.
Yes. Follow, so that she will be able to show her. She have a lot of things she wants to show, but she cannot show.
If you want to send request, you will send me request and I will accept it. Okay.
Hey, this phone today. Let me bring this phone out here now and see why it's not taking.
I've been calling you. You're not picking to tell you thank you so much. I received my package. You need to see my smoothie. I made smoothie with my blender.
Oh, but that blender is powerful, oh. See. Thank you so much. That is why I'm saying we should pay attention. There's another day we'll have a question and answer. Why this thing is doing this to me now? Please, let me be seeing people's face. Eh? Disconnect. Greet disconnect. Shrink. It didn't shrink. Okay, it's taking it now. Okay, let's go. Let's bring Ifabuchi up. Despite. Okay, we only hear her voice anyway. Let me open my own page to this. But okay, yeah. Oh, okay, go ahead now. Go ahead, Ifabuchi, tell us.
I've been calling you. I received my package, my blender. Honestly, I made a smoothie with it.
Yeah.
Very honest. Thank
going to, for those of us watching and those of us that are hearing her, do you know the reason why Ifabuchi won this blender? Because she's been consistent and she's been engaging in all the videos and everything, like, share, everything. She didn't know she was going to win anyway. Me, I just came up on my birthday. I said, no, I'm going to gift this. I'm going to gift people. Now, I'm still waiting for, what's this thing? Marvis didn't write me here. You see that package I own? I'm still waiting for the address to send this. Marvis have not sent me any message. I've been sending her message. If not, I'm still going to use this gift for question and answer. This is another Ninja smoothie blender packaged in here. So the day we are going to do question and answer and you get it, I'm going to post it to your address. Anywhere, any part of the whole place, the world, you're going to get it. So, but then if she writes me before then with her address, I'm going to send it to her. You see, she didn't write me yet. So that Marvin's, she didn't know I'm watching her. Sometimes when I send video, I don't know if before you know it, she'll be the first person to engage and watch that video. I was like, oh my, who is this person? For me, I just thought about, okay, let me appreciate. And then Ifabuchi too, she's following me on my TikTok. She's on Facebook. She's on everywhere. So I said, no, she deserves a present. So now, the next person might be you, because Eyes is watching, 2-1 is watching up, and another 2 is watching here. So you don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, honestly.
Thank you. I'm happy you're happy for it. Thank you so much. Thank you for encouraging and as well supporting the life and everything. For other people that are supporting, God bless you all. I'm still watching. You might come up one day, your name will be mentioned. This is your gift. You don't know what you win. You win a gift. Just go on and do what you're doing with your heart. You don't know who is watching you. They don't know they are going to win that present that day. They don't know.
No,
Now,
I was not.
yes, okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for that, and God bless you too. So let's go ahead. Sophia, Mrs. Okay, it's Mrs. AA already said.
Thank you, ma.
Let's give this clap to Mrs. AA, and this one is for Ifabuchi. This next one. Then, Madam Sophia, go ahead.
Thank you, ma. Thank you for your teaching. Thank you, ma. May God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Since I've been in your class, I'm enjoying it. Even my last daughter that I do here, is it 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago? Saturday, I looked the front of the hair. I wanted to lose all the hair because the hair is too full. I said, no, I will not lose all the hair. I don't even have stretch for that one. And I lose the front and the back rand.
Yes.
Yes, to do it again. Today when he's going to school today, the hair look like new one.
Exactly. Again. That is the advantage. If not you that did it now, no matter what, you let that girl manage the hair for 6 weeks. If you don't know how to do it now, you say, I've paid money to this people, manage it. But now, since you can, yes, but since you can do it now, you just say, come, let me change the front of your hair. It's easy. That is just it. Advantage.
Yes, because I'm a learner, the hair it will not take long like the way you are going to do it.
Don't worry.
For now, I can lose the front and I will do it again. We see. Do you know what? The children are very happy when you did their head for them.
I say it will make you and your children to bond. That is one thing. When they go to school.
When they get to school, because my last baby, he like color, the way you just do this color now.
Yeah.
He like color.
Yeah.
When they get to school, we tell them, it's my mommy that do it, it's my mommy that do it. Very happy.
You see. That is one thing. It's especially because of the mothers I'm here. They say, Grace, come and teach. I say, me to come and teach. What's my business? But I have to be moved to say, let me come out. Please, I have to obey. It
takes long time for me. Even the front and the back that I lose,
yeah.
I even do it almost 4 hours.
I know. So don't worry. The more you do these things, yes, the more you do it, the better you get into it, the better it is. So I'm so happy.
Another thing, I wanted to use, because I've been using this Brazilian root for my children. I wanted to use expression, and I have many, because when I traveled to Nigeria last year, I bought many, and I don't know how to cut. I don't know how to draw it. So since now, I don't know how to do that one.
Did you come to the lesson the first time we started today?
No.
You see, she missed it. Today I taught you how to cut the extension. Tomorrow we are going to be pulling the extension. So you now miss the part of cutting. But then what I'm going to do for you tomorrow is that if you're here on 12 o'clock tomorrow when we start the class, look at the extension we cut today. I said, when we come tomorrow, I'm going to pull it. Because that is... When I'm saying this thing, people will thinking maybe Grace doesn't know what she's saying. Now she's learning and now she have an extension at home. She cannot cut it.
Hello, ma. But it's possible she can watch it on YouTube. The full video will be there.
Okay. Is she there? Yes. Go ahead and do Grace. That is it. Yes. GraceLawendhair hair. You just type it there. You get it. Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's another thing. Thank you so much, Ifa Beauty. Cheers, you see? So that you can go ahead and watch it, how you can cut your extensions. Those lessons are very important for beginners if you don't know it. Very, very important. How you can stretch, how you can pull the hair. We are going to pull this hair tomorrow. We are going to pull this hair tomorrow and brush it.
Okay, I will come on time tomorrow. If we have to pull it like this, that is more difficult.
Exactly. I said it and people don't understand it, and now you understand it. Sophia is saying it now. If you have not tried it, you don't know that is another lesson on its own. I do it so that when you come across that part, it will not be like, okay, I only know how to install extension. I don't know how to prep extension. I don't know how to cut extension. No, I don't want to be that kind of a teacher that will not teach you everything. I'll teach you. At one point, I used to do it every time we come to the class, but people are like getting bored about it. I say, me too, I'll have to use my own brain now. What is it? So now, anytime people request, I'll just do it. But now, we need to know how to do it. Because you might come... Normally, they have extensions that are already prepped like this. They have it. But there's sometimes, you might go to the shop. You won't get this one. If you get the other type, what are you going to do? You're still going to do this hair, right? So you have to. That is just it. You have to. But then... And prepping the extension again is another thing, because maybe sometimes somebody wants to do feathers. Feathers is that short hair that you do, that you just simply cut it by yourself into the size you want it and you pull it. And another thing is that most people, when they have extension that is not prepped, when they go to a stylist, nowadays they charge you for it. You pay £5 or £10 for each pack to be prepped because it takes time. So if you know how to do it already and you want to go to the salon, it's better you just prep it yourself. It will save our time as a braider and it will save your own money. It takes me a long time when stretching. You see it? It takes long time. That's why people are charging for it now. Because if you come with this extension, for instance, to do hair, immediately you sit down, we started the hair already. But if you come with the other one, it will take another 45 to 50 minutes to prep the hair. Which is the advantage of this hair that is prepped to the braiders. Is good. But for the learners, you have to learn it because somebody might go to the shop and you cannot find the other one that is prepped. Buy the extension, then you do it yourself. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, ma. So, is there any other person that have any question again? Please, we need to take things. In fact, when I come tomorrow, the first thing I have to say, please, we are here as a community and we are learning. Let's follow each other. We want to be showing our work. I can't even believe that Ifa Buchi. I just follow you now. Yes, please. Let's follow. Ifa Buchi needs to have 1,000 followers to be able to show her work.
Sophia, this is yes, and Sophia, I saw it.
Then when they follow you, you follow them back. Before you know it, you get up to your 1,000 followers. You can be able to show what you're doing. Because she's doing a lot of things now to show other people, to encourage other people. This is what I've been practicing. Other people will notice it that I had to prep the extension a day before too. Okay, you see, Susu is saying now you have to prep the extensions.
Now you follow me back.
Yes, please go ahead and follow each other, because in this class we want to be seeing what you're doing. When we're doing practicals, there will come a time we want to see everybody on the video when we have a competition for braids. It's coming. I'm not going to say that one though. When I say it, it's people that will judge. When they see the braid, they say, who is the winner of this competition? You now get a present. Please follow each other for us to get 1,000 followers. And let us grow. Let us grow together. It's really important. Please. There will come a time, there's a time that will come, I will tell you, it's only teaching. We'll talk, discuss, and how to grow, how to get into business, or how to do things that will help us for ourselves as a mothers, because we'll spend our time learning. You tell me if it's hair that you want to do, if other things, we'll discuss it together and know how to elevate us for us to be having money to cash out. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So now will be the end of our lessons today. We are here tomorrow, 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. Don't miss the class, because tomorrow I'm going to be teaching you how to prep these extensions. I've cut it now down. Then if you have opportunity, I still have the extension. Look at the way I'm cutting extensions. I can still show you this lemon color. Is so nice. Very, very nice lemon color. But when you combine them, that's when you see the beauty. But if you're doing this different like this, you don't see it. So don't worry. Tomorrow, by the grace of God, we're here tomorrow to continue our lessons. 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. God bless you all. For everyone that have supported this life up to this point, may God bless you. Tapping, everything that you use in supporting, sharing, gifting, whatever you do on this life, God will replenish your source and bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it from my heart. I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm here because of the mothers. I'm here because of everybody that wants to learn. So go ahead and learn and grab it and do something for yourself. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. See you tomorrow. I'm going to bring the videos them down.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, this is my phone. You have to have sense for this phone. Cancel. Okay, this one. I'm disconnecting it so that you will not lose your coins. Because if I don't disconnect it like that, you're going to lose that coins that you just have. So now, see you all tomorrow. Bye. End the live. Okay, here on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's grow. I want me to grow. Please, please, please subscribe, watch the video, and share the video. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we're going to have our classes 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. See you, and God bless you all. Bye. Here on Facebook, thank you so much, Facebook.